This is basic bolt maintenance for a 170R. First thing to do is remove the drivetrain from the marker. We place to one side. We'll take a microfiber, wipe off all the excess grease from the outside of the drivetrain, and your dirt that's built up in there and drawn into the system. Then want to remove the can and the bolt. Place the rest of the drivetrain to one side for now. Take the bolt assembly, place a finger on top, push down, that will push the bolt through and out of the can. Take microfiber, we'll wipe off excess grease, dirt, paint, debris, whatever from around all the components. Wipe the bolt, wipe the can, pay particular attention to the 017 MBR70 on the inside of the can here. Use the corner of a microfiber to work around there. Clean out any dirt, any fluff build-up. Fluff that builds up around this O-ring normally comes from paintballs themselves. Remove those. Clean the inside of the can apart. Take the drivetrain and we're going to clean the old grease off. Bolt guide. At this point, very good test to do while you've got it apart. You just quickly pop off the number 013 MBR70 from the front of the bolt guide and take the bolt. I'm going to slide it onto the bolt guide. What we're looking for is that the bolt should be gripping this second 013 quite nicely. Should be able to feel a good amount of friction between the two parts. Should definitely not be able to slide the bolt off the bolt guide by tipping it downwards. So once you're sure that that's nice and tight, if it is loose, replace it with a new 013. And reapply the first one. Reason for checking this O-ring is this O-ring is critical in the first stage acceleration of the bolt. As the bolt travels forward into the breech and pushes the ball into the barrel. So we need to make sure this is good at all times. Once we've cleaned and checked all those parts, we're going to start re-greasing. As with all Eclipse guns, we only use a very small amount of grease. And this is not something that needs to be done very often. I'll say greasing the bolt, unless you've had an excessive amount of breakage inside the loader and inside the breech, paint breakage, then this probably only needs to be done every 10,000 shots. Small amount of grease, less than the size of a pea. We're just going to work it around seals. So the bolt guide lubricated. Do the same with the bolt. We're doing the rear seal here, 14 by 2 MBR70, and what's left can just be smeared around the bolt body itself. And this can be slid onto there now. Just leaves the can. Get a small amount with fingers. I'm just going to work that around the inside, working that into the 017 MBR70 there. Anything that's left in your finger can just be smeared around the inside. Again, just looking for the surfaces and the seals to be wet. We don't need excessive build-up of any grease on any of these seals. Once all of those have been greased, slide the can back on, push it back over the bolt and screw down into place. The O-rings on the outside of the drivetrain really don't need greasing. As they're static O-rings, this is just to help the drivetrain slide back in. Really don't need anything once it's been assembled once. There's normally enough grease, residual grease in the seals and inside the marker body to allow it to slide back in. So don't worry about applying grease to these. Just slide the drivetrain back into place, lock it down. And that's a basic bolt maintenance for a 170R.